they came, we went together, we sat down, and then the nurse went to the nursery. They loved my baby well, and they brought him to me. And then I was told, this is your baby. I was told, hold him. When I looked at him, I was so excited and said, why were they lying to me? When I looked at him, maybe I thought maybe he has a hole or something else, but I never thought it was what I saw. So when I was told, unlap your baby, I unlapped him. And then I saw how he was. I couldn't imagine. I cried so much, I was in shock. I cried so much, I didn't know what to do, where to go, And then they told me it will be well with you and your son is okay, it will be well, but how
deep down inside.
Yeah, how can they tell you it will be well and your child, I've never seen like something, I've never seen somebody like before I had not seen. So it was so shocking. What I cried most about is not about being given a child like this, but my worry was, how is he going to grow up? He will be a beggar. He will always be depending on people to help him. Because I remember even there was a time I used to carry Brandon on my back when he was going to school, and then people look at you and wonder, why are you carrying such a big child on your back? People don't even know why. They just shout words and you feel it's only you who knows. Maybe we are going somewhere, I'm carrying him on my back, and they would question, and siku hizi wa mama, they love their children so much, they're even carrying big babies on their backs. And they don't even know the reason why you're doing that. So don't even judge when you just see somebody. You better ask rather than shouting a word.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been nominated to be an LG brand ambassador.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Why can't our Tuko family members really vote for you? Semi Brian, take this camera and ask them
to vote for me.
Yeah, to send a vote to over. We need to bring this home.
We need to bring this home.
Yeah.
So voting for me is you go to Sami Brayo, my page, there's a link on the about section. Or go to nanoninoma.com. Ninoma.com. Look for Sami Brayo. Once again, look for Sami Brayo. Click the link. You know, on the Facebook page, click the link on the about section. When you click the link, click the blue button to vote. Click the blue like button to vote, and then share the link widely. So far, I have 800 votes. We need to go to above 3,000. So I'm pleading to you, kindly vote for me. The deadline is this Friday, so I'm kindly requesting you. Your votes will be highly appreciated.
Wow.
Ati? Walisema hivyo?
When Mumbi Ndun'gu gave birth to her son 21 years ago, she never knew that her son was able differently, since her son was presented to her without arms. Brian has been her biggest source of inspiration. Welcome to today's episode of My Story with me, Kevin Phillips Momanyi, and this is their story.
1, 2, go.
Aha, no way bana. Sicharaza ndugu yako sana Sami.
Are you counting?
Yeah, I'm counting. You're already at 50, past 50.
Past 50?
Yeah.
Okay.
My turn.
Your turn.
Guys, support your own.
Let's do.
How are you, my brother?
I'm very fine.
Thank you so much for your time. I don't take it for granted.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I've been trying to catch you for almost a year.
We are trying, but quite busy, but we are here.
Sami must be a busy man.
Yes. Happy to be here.
So basically, let's just start it off. I want my audience to get to interact with Sami Brayo.
So Sami Brayo is a Christian. Fearfully, wonderfully made in God's unique design.
Wow.
Creating a life and legacy, pointing others through music and sharing God's word. That's Sami Brayo. Yes.
Where is Sami Brayo born?
Sami Brayo was born in Nyeri.
When was this?
This was in 1999. In Nyeri. And I thank God, a boy came and introduced to this world, grew up, came to know about it, and life continued. Yes.
Where do you go to school?
I went to school at Kalimoni Primary School. In high school, I went to Juja School. And of course, I'm a Talanta alumni student, having done mass communication.
Mass communication?
Yes.
You're in the same field as me.
Yes, I'm in the same field, you know, so I'm happy interacting with the person whom we share the same sentiments, the same.
I'm looking forward to the day you'll interview me.
Definitely.
I don't know if my story could be as inspirational as yours.
Coming soon, definitely for that, coming soon. Yeah.
When I was pregnant with Brian, I was told it was a breech. I didn't understand what a breech was, but the doctor explained to me it's a position that the child stays with. The legs are down and the head is up. And when it is like that, for the first mother, it's not normally easy for her to give birth. So it has to be cesarean. So I was taken to the theater at around 3 at night. In the morning, I woke up. I didn't wake up well. The child was taken to the nursery. He stayed there for some time. I was just relaxing and waiting and was happy when the doctor came and told me that you have delivered a baby boy. I thanked the Lord so much, and I was happy, and I waited for the day he would be brought to me. And when I stayed in the hospital, I think the nurses and the doctors, they had some fear of how they are going to tell me the story of the child. So when the nurse was going around the ward and asking the mothers for their children's clothes, I was not asked for my child's clothes. So I asked the nurse, well, why aren't you asking me for my child's clothes? And every mother, you have requested them to give them the clothes. The nurse told me, just wait kidogo, your child has a small problem. So just wait, we are coming to talk with you. We are waiting for your sister and your mother so that they may come. From that time, I started shaking and worried, and I thought, what kind of a problem is this? And maybe I thought maybe he has a hole in the heart, or I even asked her, if he's not alive, you just tell me, because just tell me, I just want to know I started panicking and I started making noise to them and asking them, you should tell me what the problem is, I want to know now and now. Then she told me, just wait for your sister or your mother, then we are going to call you and let you know the condition of your child. We went together, we sat down, and then the nurse went to the nursery, they loved my baby well, and they brought him to me. And then I was told, this is your baby. I was told, hold him. When I looked at him, I was so excited and said, why were they lying to me? When I looked at him, maybe I thought maybe he has a hole or something else, but I never thought it was what I saw. So when I was told, unlap your baby, I unlapped him. And then I saw how he was. First, I was very excited to see him. When you look at the face, he was okay. But when I unlapped him, I couldn't imagine. I cried so much, I was in shock. I cried so much, I didn't know what to do, where to go, Then I was just in shock. And then they took my baby, they talked to me, they called a counselor, they counseled me, they talked to me so much. My sister talked to me, my mother talked to me, the nurses. And then they told me it will be well with you and your son is okay. It will be well, but how can...
Deep down inside.
Yeah, how can they tell you to be well and your child... I've never seen I've never seen somebody before I had not seen. So it was so shocking. What I cried most about is not about being given a child like this, but my worry was, how is he going to grow up? He will be a beggar. He will always be depending on people to help him. And you know, the joy of a mother, when you're carrying a baby and a pregnancy, you just think of the best. The best. You don't think maybe something like that can happen. Every mother, that is the joy of every mother when you're carrying a pregnancy. You don't think of anything wrong. You just wish for the best. And so I took courage. My sister continued encouraging me, supporting me. And that's the time I was able to talk to one of the doctors, and I asked them what would have been the problem. They told me even for they don't understand why it happened. And before even I gave birth to him, I was done some scans, and they had not noticed he didn't have the arms. And even the leg was like that until the time he was born. So I just prayed and my sister told me, Nancy, if it were not you who got the baby, why would you wish somebody else to have gotten that baby? So just encourage yourself, love him, take care of him. God has his reasons why he was born like that.
All this while you were in the hospital, and of course, what was happening? Where was his dad?
He was there, we were talking, but he just disappeared. Yeah.
Immediately he saw his son?
You know, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't see him.
He didn't see him?
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, we were just friends, so we were not married.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to date he's never shown?
Yeah, he has never showed up.
How was life growing up?
Life growing up as a differently abled person was not easy. Why am I saying so? Living in a society where differently abled people are seen as people who maybe are not capable of doing anything. People judging these people, you know. As a young person, I remember that there were times I was in the neighborhood playing with other kids. Some were seeing me and wondering, "Aye, that child who doesn't have any arms," you know. That time I did not realize, because since I was young, I used to see myself as any other kid, you know. So me growing up, kids pointing at me saying, "That boy who doesn't have arms," now reminding me again, "Hey, kumbe, I don't have arms," you know. That thing used to sometimes disturb me sometimes, you know, because I was wondering, why are you judging me? I personally feel myself I'm okay, but according to your eyes, you're reminding me again, you're not the person whom I think I am, you know. So growing up, it was quite challenging, you know. People not sometimes accepting me for who I am until I prove to them that, yeah, so you can even write, you can even play football like any other kid, you know. People not seeing me as any other kid or any other person. So in neighborhood, the same story. Primary school, the same story.
High school?
High school, you know. High school, I thank God I had an assistant who used to help me in one way or another. Because, you know, in high school we have subjects like practicals and all. So I used to demonstrate and he used to help in one way or another.
Was your assistant a fellow student or someone you will go into school with?
Like in school, I thank God there's this guy called Philip.
Philip, eh?
Philip.
But I'm Phillips.
You're Philip? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. It's called Philip. Yeah, Philip. I came to know him in class 1, and this guy, our friendship grew to another level. In the sense that this guy was actually my helper. In the sense that, imagine he was a student, he used to learn, do his work, also help me in case they needed any help. He used to, this guy was like God sent, you know, doing his work and also.
This is in high school?
This was in primary school. Also in high school. You know. So I thank God for this kind of people, you know. Sometimes it's not quite easy because, you know, also he needs to attend to his stuff, but also when I need quite some help, he's doing it.
Wow.
Students also are very helpful to me, you understand? So the times I grew up day by day, people came and accepted me there I am. Although for some of them used to take quite some time, you know. Even entering school, like, was not, because me, I've learned in normal schools. I've never learned in any special school. I've learned in normal schools since I was young.
But I think that my love for him was so much. I decided he will never go to a special school. And I tried. I tried once, but when I got the letter, when I told him he's going to go to a special school, and you know, when you take a child to a special school when he's nursery, there is not that attachment with the mother. So what I did is I just decided to take him to the schools within here, but it was not also easy. When you go and tell the headmistress or the teacher who is in charge that I have a special boy, I want him to come to this school, they'll tell you no, we cannot accommodate him here. I think I shopped many schools around, but they were not ready. They thought maybe it would be a burden to them, he'll bring a bad picture maybe to the school and all things. Luckily enough, God was so faithful that where he went to Joy Spring School, it's where we go to church. That when I went to talk to the headmistress, it was new. They were the first kids in that school. The headmistress told me, just bring your son. I will take him. When we went there, also the teachers were like, and the pupils, they had never seen such a person. Many people had never seen somebody without hands. It was not easy for him. So I went, the teachers were also like, why is she okay? I think they were asking themselves, is this mother normal? Why did she bring the child here? And he went and it was a blessing even to the other kids. They were there to take care of him. They were there feeding him. They were taking him to the toilet. They were there. I never employed anybody to do anything for him, even when he was in baby class.
Are there instances maybe when someone looked down upon you that you clearly or vividly remember that really got you down and felt like, man, this should not be happening to me?
Yeah. There was this teacher in primary school. You know, this teacher, the other time we were given exams to do. We were given exams, we were told to do, and as any other kid or any other student, put my effort to do and everything. You know, this teacher, first of all, she underestimated me. That's the thing. And she came to tell me later. She underestimated me in the sense that when she gave me the exam, she expected me to be among the last people. In the, you know, the last people, the bottom, down, you know. So me, I was doing the exam and I wanted so much, you know. And she had no expectation that as a different labeled person, I'm capable of performing to even that extent that even that able person can be able to do, you understand?
Compete with the rest.
So when the results came out, this teacher first of all looked at my paper. He looked at it once, he looked at it twice. He told me, Brian, come here. He talked to me and asked me, this exam, did anyone help you? No.
What?
No. No, I did it myself. Okay. Because I'm seeing here you performed very well and I'm not understanding it. You know, that teacher, Annie, I remember she came and apologized to my mom and to me and told me, you know what, I really had underestimated Brian to a level that, a level that we cannot even talk about today. I really underestimated this person, Yani. I'm so sorry for that. Yani, she, you know, a teacher apologizing to a student. You understand? You see that scenario? A teacher apologizing to a student. Yani, that thing really also touched me. But I forgave her. Life moved on and I understood that this is life, you know. And sometimes not everyone might understand you, you know. But you have, sometimes if you need explanation, you need to explain, you know.
When do you realize that you're talented? Like for instance, you can play football, you can draw. When do you realize?
I realized that when I was young. You know me, since I was young, I liked, specifically let me speak about art. Since I was young, I really liked holding pencil with my foot. I really liked it so much. I really enjoyed it, you know. I remember grabbing my relative's pen so that I can write, Yani, proving to her that, you know what, despite me being there I am, just give me a chance, you know, give me a chance. Because, like in real sense, for example, a person comes to you and wants to write, but wants to take a pen from you and tells you he wants to write with the feet. First of all, look at the person like, "Aye, stop joking, no, stop joking." But me, since I was young, I was like, "No, you give me that pen. Give me that pencil or pen. I show you what I can. What I can do." So starting slowly, then realizing in school that when other students were drawing diagrams, I did not draw there. I was drawing even better. Realizing I had a specific touch on my diagrams, like a fish. I did not draw like a fish, like any other fish. No, I used to draw in an artistic nature, and that thing used to amaze me so much. And other students were telling me, "No, have you drawn this?" No, somebody has done for you. No. Demonstrate for them.
With your foot.
That's true. That's real. They saw and okay, they got amazed. That's true. You see, so my talents really, I realized them when I was really young. But now I'm doing also paint. I focus on paint too. I'm really good in painting, art. And I love art because nature inspires me in art, you know, nature, people inspire me in art, culture, you know, like day-to-day activities, you know. Today I see a scene which has happened in the society. I want to put it on art. I want to, you know, because art speaks like in volumes, you know, it speaks in volumes. So nature, culture, day-to-day activities, you know, like I want today to draw like a Maasai holding a spear, you know. You know what? Appreciating our culture even to international, worldwide, you know, doing art to the best, yeah.
When you talk matters worldwide, what's this nomination I've heard about?
Oh, I've been nominated to be an LG brand ambassador.
Wow.
Yes.
Are we taking it home?
We're taking it home.
Why not?
Why not? You know what? Being an ambassador is one of the things which I was young, I really wanted. I really wanted to, first of all, represent people who are differently able. You understand? Whom the society will say they are disabled. But we want to, no, they're not disabled, they're differently able. A disabled person is not a person who is living.
Exactly.
No, differently able people. So I really have this passion of representing something. You understand? And I believe I have that capability. So when this idea of LG came about, I was like, why not? And thank God I was able to be chosen as part of the influencers. Now having this seat of becoming a brand ambassador. Yes.
This is worldwide? Or
East Africa.
In East Africa?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, East Africa, yeah.
Probably I want to believe it's your art that got you there.
I believe it's the art. The LG influencing, I did some artistic work of eye drawing the LG logo. And I believe through that they got inspired, they got motivated. And it was a reason why Sami Brayo is capable of representing us. So why not?
Wow.
Giving this chance. Yeah.
Why can't our Tuko family members really vote for you? Sami Brayo, take this camera and ask them
to vote for me.
Yeah, to send a vote to we need to bring this home.
We need to bring this home.
Yeah.
So voting for me is you go to Sami Brayo, my page. There's a link on the about section. Or go to nanoninoma.com. Nano. Ninoma.com. Look for Sami Brayo. Once again, look for Sami Brayo. Click the link. You know, on the Facebook page, click the link on the about section. When you click the link, click the blue button to vote. Click the blue like button to vote. Then share the link.
Because the guy with the most votes wins.
The guy with the most votes wins.
How many do you have so far?
So far, I have 800 votes. We need to go to above 3,000. So I'm pleading to you, kindly vote for me. The deadline is this Friday. So I'm kindly requesting you. Your votes will be highly appreciated.
Wow.
Will be highly appreciated.
We call them Tuko family members.
Tuko family.
They've done it before. Why can't they do it now?
I believe. I believe.
Wow.
Support a brother and God will bless you.
Exactly.
Yes, kindly. And by the way, people will not forget I'm a musician, motivational speaker, I'm an artist, you know. Yeah,
Wow.
swimmer, footballer, you know, play chess. Thank you God for all these talents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're a singer.
I'm a singer. I sing. I've done music.
You rap or something?
I rap. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you are my savior. Nitasema nini umenipa favor. Your love is so strong it can't be measured.
I've released actually so far three songs. Yeah, you can check them out on YouTube. Yeah.
Wow. You're multi-talented, my brother.
Yeah, thank God for that. Yani,
How can I even get at least one talent from you?
we're gonna talk about that. I think we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about that in depth. Yeah, you know, yeah, we're gonna discuss that. We're gonna discover.
Guys, support your own.
Let's do. No, 7. Oh my God. Wow.
Taking it again.
Okay. Taking another.
You allow me to take it
Okay,
again.
take it again. Okay, take it.
Let's see. Inaenda hivi lakini.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. I'm not seated, all right?
No, you do whatever stands. Do what you feel comfortable. You see,
I can stand.
I give you permission. For this one, because I'm sitting, let's do it. I'm sitting. Yeah.
One more time.
Okay.
One
do
more time
again.
for me.
Okay. 17. Yeah. Wow, but that's a good try. That's a good try. Although,
Okay, I'm
lunch
buying
on.
lunch. I'm buying lunch. What am I buying for lunch?
you gotta buy any rice or chips or chicken or something.
Some pizza?
Some pizza.
It's fine?
Good.
Awesome.
Good.
Awesome.
Okay.
I thank God so much because his spirit's always up. Like there was a time when I was a baby, he told me he wanted a bicycle. I think that's something he dreamt so much of having, a bicycle. And I told him, Brian, you don't have us, how can you ride a bicycle? He told me, never ever tell me that again. Just go and bring the bicycle I'm going to ride. And I bought him I think he was in class 5. And he struggled with it, He was happy because he experienced what he wanted to experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's a go-getter. When he wants something, he goes for it. There was a time he told me when he was a child also, as he was growing up, Mommy, make a swimming pool for me there at the shamba. You put water, I'll be swimming there. I told him, how can you swim? He told Mommy, I can swim. How? You wait and see one day you'll see me swimming. And he does. He swims.
Wow.
Yeah, he can swim.
Amazing.
I look at him. He can write. He can tell Mommy, sit there, I draw you. He draws. Eh? So I'll just go to, it's just trusting in God and your mind and telling God, what I cannot do, help me to do it, and it will happen. The first thing is to get the peace of mind. If you have the peace of mind, you can be able to climb every mountain. You can, if you have the peace of mind and you put God the center of everything in your life. He'll help you to go through the storms and the ways, because it has not been easy. Because like I would say, when people heard about what happened to me, people would talk, people would judge me, people would say many things. Because I remember even there was a time I used to carry Brian on my back when he was going to school, and then people look at you and wonder, why are you carrying such a big child on your back? People don't even know why. They just shout words and you feel it's only you who knows. Maybe we are going somewhere, I'm carrying him on my back, and they would question, and siku hizi wa mama, they love their children so much they're even carrying big babies on their backs. And they don't even know the reason why you're doing that. So don't even judge when you just see somebody. You better ask rather than shouting a word. Like now, when you see parents hiding their children who are special, they don't do it because they want to. It is because of the society. Men at times, like that time, people judge you, hey, because he did this, that's why it happens like this. People will say this, people will this. And if you reason, you can make sure that that child will never be seen by anybody. And you won't even allow that child to pray about with other children. But for me, it was not. In fact, Brian, we could not have hidden him in the house. He was like this type. The time you're looking at him, he's already on the road praying with other kids. Yeah. There was a time I remember, even the time he was in primary, there was a kid who was in class 8 and she was stressed. She had epilepsy. And there was a time she had taken some drugs, she wanted to commit suicide. And the teacher was told. And that girl was called by the headmistress. And then she was told, just come. She was called in the office, just look at, it was break time. Just look at those kids who are praying. Are you seeing Brian in the midst of those children? And she said, yes. And who is supposed to commit suicide, you and him? That girl cried so much and told the teacher, why did you show me Brian? Why did you have to show me Brian? She just regretted what she was doing and she told and she said she would never do such a thing again.
Who's been your biggest motivation this far?
Biggest motivation, first of all, my mom has been the biggest motivation. Has taken me there I am since I was young and believing in me and giving me that push, the support so much. And this guy called Nick Vujay. Nick Vujay.
I know him. He's the motivational speaker from, is it from the US?
From the US, yeah. So people like this, and I get inspiration from different people who are doing great stuff and who are trying to change lives out there. So these are some of them. So yeah, and God himself, I cannot forget. Oh my God.
Of course.
God. God. That was my inspiration. Yes.
But nonetheless, you tell me your mom is your biggest motivation.
Yeah.
The biggest support system.
Support, yeah.
What do you feel is the biggest challenge she goes through probably?
Oh, first of all, you know, as a differently able person, like growing up and all, I'm not able, like, sometimes it's quite challenging to use public means of transport, you know. So sometimes it needs to go to an extent of spending more, you know, spending more on me, you understand? Because sometimes if, let's say, using public transport is a challenge, you know, for me now you need to spend like a little bit more so that to help me managing my daily day-to-day activities, let's say to go somewhere, you know.
Yeah, if you're out there and there's a way you can help with transport, it can be a blessing to his life, because anytime he wants to move from point A to B, he has to hire a car. And if there is no money, he cannot be able to go. Yeah. Exactly.
Also, sometimes also I need also an assistant, you know. Like I can do this for myself, but also an assistant in case of, you know what, here, one or two things, you know. So that also needs to be in place, you know, in place, yeah. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's really been a support system. Yeah, so mostly financially, you know. Sometimes like growing up, I need this, I need this, I need this. I mean, I'm a kid like any other person.
Wow.
So we need to bring you that. You know what today? Football. Football is here as a kid. So growing up, yeah, she's really been a support system. And even now, yeah.
Where do you see yourself? Let me say 5 years from now.
5 years from now? Wow, that's a good question. I see myself in a situation where I'll be representing people, you can say differently, but in a different perspective, on a higher maybe level. Understand? I'm seeing myself representing these people on a platform where we will take these issues the way they are. You know, we'll speak them the way they are, without any fear of contradiction, without any fear. Doing a lot of music, changing or to change people's life, and also doing art, which will speak volumes in a different whole level. Yeah.
Wow. That's where you see yourself.
I see myself.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
And finally, from me, inspire someone. Just speak to someone and inspire them.
Yeah. Let me inspire you with this quote, which I think you've heard many times. When life gives you a lemon, give out a lemonade. When life gives a lemon, make a lemonade out of it. Let me try to explain this in this aspect, in this situation. According to me, I believe in life, in this situation, try to bring the best out of any worst situation. You know, life will not always give you whatever you want. Life will not always give you whatever you want. Let's say COVID. Nobody expected us to have COVID, whatever we're going through this time. But Do we have to sit there and complain and say because we are going through this now, life has completely stopped? No. There are people who are using this time to be creative. You know, the next big person in the world maybe will be made out of this period. You understand?
Wow.
Whatever you're going through at the moment currently in life, you don't know whatever you're going through in life. You know, if I personally myself, I judge myself for whatever I'm going through in life and decided I'm going to sit down, I'm going to go there and tell people, hey, support, give me money and not doing anything, I will not be at least here where I am. You know, I would not have realized my talents that, hey,
Wow.
I can draw with the feet, you know, I can sing, I can motivate, you know. Another verse, Philippians 4:13, I want people to remember that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. I want people to know that and keep that in mind. You know, immediately they're down. Remember, hey, yeah, can do all things. You know, if Sammy Bray can do it, why can't I? Why can't I do it? You know? Why can't I do it? You know.
Wow.
Believe in yourself. Never give up. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. You know. Keep hope alive. That's what I want to tell people. You know. Because life not always give you whatever you
want.
Yeah.
Keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive.
I'm inspired.
Thank you so much.
I'm inspired.
Thank you so much.
Are there times you felt like giving up?
Yeah, when I came from the hospital, the doctor there had told me, when you go back to Nairobi, you can go to Kenyatta. There are places, even in other hospitals in Nairobi, where they can fix him with artificial arms. And I had high hopes when I came that at least he will have some hands that I can hold. He can feed himself. He will not be burdensome to anybody. So when I went to Kenyatta with him, hoping that something would be fixed, it was so depressing to me when the doctor looked at him and said, I'm sorry, ma'am, you better get used to your son. There is nothing that is going to be fixed because there is nothing to fix on. I came out of that place very depressed. And I never gave up. I said, even if the doctor have said that in Kenyatta, I think they are too busy for me. Let me go try somewhere else. I went to Kikuyu, I went to Kijabi, I was told the same story. Mama, you better get used to your son because even if we fix artificial things for him, it will be changed always and you'll be using a lot of money. So you better get used to the way he is because there's nothing that we can fix that he can be able to use. So I just came and believed what they said, but it was very depressing for me. Yeah, to hear that nothing can be fixed for him. Even the short leg, it was to be fixed something, but they tried, and because of the way it is formed, it was not easy for them to fix anything. So he has grown with that, and it was hard thinking in my mind now. The child is here. I thought he would be fixed with arms. It will not be. So I'll be there. I'll not be able, like other mothers, to hold their children when they are going to places, or even sending them to the shops or giving them some work to do in the house. Brian will be there, me doing everything for him. I never thought that God will open up his ways, that at times he'll be able to do things for himself. Those things that he's able to do. For the parents who have special children, it's not easy. Whatever God has given you, I wouldn't tell you, as people say, when you're given a lemon, make a lemonade out of it.
Same quote he told me.
What?
Same quote he told me.
Yeah. Make a remedy, and that's what I always tell him. When things are tough, when things are hard, try whatever. There are a lot of, I think, parents with special kids go through difficult moments. They go through hard times. Maybe your child is epilepsy, he has a repro, you have to take care of him, you have all the time for him. Like when other mothers are going out to enjoy somewhere, you're not able to because you have to do ABCD, or maybe your child has kept you in the house. Maybe people are going somewhere on time, you're not able because you have to attend to the child. I'll tell that mother to encourage yourself. Don't ever lose hope with your child because you don't know why the Lord, because if that child has life, there is a purpose for that child in this life. Don't give up. Don't look at people and say, I need this one to help me, I need this one to help me. Focus your eyes on God, and He'll be there for you. And then love those children. All what they need is not pity, but love them. Even the society, don't pity people. Love them and assist them where you can. If it's something they want to do, be there for them, and then you see what they can do.
The take home for me from them is that when life gives you lemons, make lemonade out of it. And they exactly are made of a resilient spirit, and that is what has kept them moving this far. Reporting for Tuko News, my name is Kevin Phillips. Momanyi.